this is part 2 of the Legend of Zelda walkthrough. We're gonna go to the second dungeon in this part, but first we need to go do 2 things. So the first thing is gonna be oh, I don't have enough rupees for it yet. Buying the blue candle, because the blue candle is gonna let us unlock the cheapest place to buy the magical shield, and the magical shield is not needed but recommended for the second dungeon for a particular part. This is where you buy the blue candle. I think there's a few locations you can buy the candle, but this is the closest to you. And you can see the magical shield was there, but it was 160 rupees, which is quite a lot. So I will, I guess, do a small exposition where I tend to get rupees. There's a thing that's, I think,
Rupee Road.
Yeah, commonly referred to the Rupee Trail, Path, Road, Trail of Tears. You know.
Trail of Tears, usually.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Or you can just show them where the secret rupee secrets are.
That's... I'm not using that for this. That's way too much. It's overkill.
No, they're giving you free rupees.
It's
But
overkill.
he doesn't need it right now.
I save that for points to an action.
I never had to once grind for rupees in my Let's Play, though. I think it's all secrets.
Well, you said you didn't buy everything, right?
I bought everything and I got it out of the game.
I think it's easier just to grind. So it goes this way. I also don't like using up all the secrets, because I use them later for other things. So yeah, okay, we have 60 rupees now.
What?
Remember that?
Could you not play that?
I just wanted to play it.
So yeah, that's where I normally go around for rupees. I'll probably cut out grinding later, when we actually like majorly grind and stuff. Because that's not.
Oh wait, I did have to
to
grind for rupees at some point. Yeah, I remember.
So the candle 60 rupees, pretty not too much. It's enough where you might have to grind a little bit. A lot of times later on in like dungeons and stuff, you'll have enough rupees because you get pretty much plenty in the dungeons. So the candle is a useful item because it allows you to
So you're gonna buy the shield.
produce fire. No, I need the candle. So it produces fire once per screen when it's the blue candle. Let me take this off real quick.
How professional.
So like here, fire damages enemies. It can burn down trees for secrets, which is actually what we're gonna do. In this part. So the magical shield is another item you use. You have a shield right here, but it's pretty small. And the magical shield is a better shield. You can affect bolts from like River Zora and things just more effectively.
The likes they eat about.
Yeah, and later on there'll be an enemy called likes that can eat them.
Like.
They're in the 4th dungeon, so it'll be a while before we actually encounter them. I'll show the location of the shop real quick, and then I'll probably cut to grinding.
You won't cut.
Oh, I'll cut.
No, I'll cut.
Hey,
I'll cut for you.
Does Emo's pizza cut itself?
No,
Wow,
we were talking about that, like, on the phone, like,
Yeah,
a day ago,
sure.
and you said, we hate it, it grinds our gears when you say, oh, do Emo's customers cut themselves?
It's not.
I think
Okay.
I think it's only you that does that.
No one ever said that.
You just did.
No, I didn't. I said do Emo pizzas cut themselves?
Okay, so ignore the Zora.
Okay.
Burn this last one here. This is a secret shop. This is the only shop that sells hearts, I believe.
Ooh, you should spend 10 of your 6 of your 10.
But this is where
rupees
the
on
cheapest shield is, which
recovery
is where
heart.
I always buy my shield. So I'll cut here, and I'll be back here later to buy the shield. I need to go grind for rupees.
Okay, yeah.
That was fun.
That's
Okay,
fun.
so you guys didn't see any of it, but that was actually absolutely a fucking disaster. Not because of Zelda, because of everyone else.
That was funny, though.
No,
You
it
should,
was funny.
It
was funny.
See that.
Do you think you
But
should
they'll never
upload
know.
that as its own video?
Yeah, do you like only a single video of Zelda bloopers of just every fucking moment of that?
Gotta just lower the volume then.
No,
No, just
raise it.
No,
like,
keep it. It's authentic. So okay, we're gonna go to the second dungeon.
It's not funny. If
As you can
lower
see,
it.
the shield is real big on Link.
Well, I get to control. I guess.
Well, it's not even funny if you upload it.
I don't want to upload it.
Then don't. I'm just saying it'd be funny if you uploaded it.
Yeah, we're just throwing out some jokes.
We're like kind of the comedy,
masters here.
yeah,
Fun.
like we're the comedy, like if
We're the
you
comedy fucks.
yeah.
Yeah, what he said. Whatever it was that he said. Okay, so the second dungeon is over in the eastern part of Hyrule. It's, I believe, one of the harder ones to find. Personally, when I've seen other people play and I've played myself, it was the one that took the most time to find. So first off, you go to the top portion of this. Don't go to the bottom one because you'll end up being cycled through. These are Moblin. I guess I just ignored them because I forgot. These are blue Moblin, so they're the more difficult versions. They'll fire arrows. Arrows can be blocked by the shield. Even your normal shield will work, but you can't be moving when you're defending. If I like stabbed out when they were firing at me, I would still get hit because you can't attack and defend at the same time. Then you immediately go up here. Well, you want to go up immediately, as a lot of times that'll happen. They'll spawn right there, so you actually have to defeat them, like right here. Blue Moblin aren't very good for us right now because we can't hit them as easy as we can, like Red Moblin, or I guess Orange might be more descriptive. So yeah, you end up having this fucking shit happen to you. So hopefully I don't die right here. And here's the second dungeon. You're fucking joking. Also, here are bombs, I guess. We just drop some bombs. Bombs are another item you can use with your B. They, as they sound, they're explosive devices. We'll use them later, actually, in this dungeon, because they can explode some walls, which we're going to do in this dungeon, and they can be used to harm enemies. So this is the second dungeon. We'll get right to it, I guess. These enemies are called ropes.
You sneezed on me!
I did. Sorry,
Yeah.
never mind.
What ropes do is they'll follow your X or Y direction if you're in the same way as them, and they'll like tail you, essentially. You can avoid this by not actually by like walking in the lines, so you're not actually ever in theirs. I guess that didn't stab. It just died instead. If I haven't covered this before, when you die in a dungeon, you'll start at the beginning of the dungeon. Otherwise, in the overworld, you'll start back at the designated point where the game
Unless
began.
unless you select save or retry. Don't select to retry because it like resets the game.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that. And the only time you can save is after if you die, basically.
On the NES version, you can save in other ways. If you have a second controller, pause at the first one and press, I believe it's up and B on the second controller, and it'll automatically take you to the continue save and retry screens. That's what I would do if you're playing on the NES. Because this is Virtual Console and this is an emulation itself, we don't have that luxury, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if it actually works on the emulator, because it should, because that's a program function of the game. We have not tried. So we actually tried this once off before, and we reset the part, because I did not have the shield, and I was just dying in one room. I'll explain that later. This is one of the easier dungeons overall, which is funny that I then had the issue with it. Except for one room, which I hate, where you get the upgrade for an item, but we'll talk about it in a little bit. Also a little janky with the Wii remote D-pad, because I'm really used to the NES D-pad. If you've ever played on an NES, you know it's a little different. So if I ever just move weirdly sporadically, that's probably what's going on. Ropes tend to drop a lot of rupees, in my experience. So they're pretty non-threatening, because they don't do a whole lot of damage, and usually they're just kind of for porting stuff. So this dungeon does produce and show off a few more enemies than just the ropes. We have the gels here, which were from the previous dungeon, but we didn't see it in the last dungeon, you can kill gels with the boomerang. You can also do this with keys. We'll see that a lot later. Use the compass, which makes the boomerang an effective weapon. It's probably what you'll have on your B for the most part, unless you're using bombs for a specific thing or you have to use a dungeon item. Because the boomerang is just pretty helpful. So here, Morgoria. We fought them last time. There's nothing here.
You're reaching your bag again, Matt.
The audio's not that bad.
The crinkling is that. Occasionally you'll have a thing in this room where you'll kill one of the Goria that's designated as a leader, and it will defeat the rest of them. They can also harm you with their bomb, if they're boomerang, if you don't know.
Red leader? What's up?
Yeah, like right there. I've only really seen that in this room. I think it does apply to other times, though.
My foot just started to burn for a second.
Here's the map. Small enemies like this, I think it's only like gels.
Yeah, I think that's it. Finish that.
No, it's just the keys that like this.
Oh.
Gels never drop items because they're small. Keys will, on occasion, but gels never do. Zols will. We'll deal with Zols in the 3rd dungeon for the first time. So, with the map, this is the Crescent dungeon. It is shaped like a crescent moon. Oh, have we never covered the timer yet? So the timer is it's a clock. It's an item that is rarely dropped in any map that they have a chance of dropping, and it will stop all enemies, so they cannot move. If your Riverzora just don't appear. Really helpful in rooms like this, so you can just kind of go around and take enemies out. Yeah.
Take me out to the ball game.
So this next room is the hardest room, I think, in the dungeon. It is where you get your upgrade, your first upgrade for a weapon. The upgrade for your boomerang.
That's what gay people say. Take me out to the ball game.
Oh, man.
So the problem with the Blue Goria are they're pretty hard to defeat, and you're also getting hit by these the whole time. You can defend against these with your magical shield. And that's the magical boomerang. So I'll exit this danger room.
What's so magical about it? Just a bigger shield.
So the, well, it's supposedly
It has a
enchanted.
cross on it. And
The other
maybe...
one had a cross on it.
Oh.
So, but the magical boomerang is different because it goes across the entire screen. So you have limitless range, essentially. So it's real helpful. You want to upgrade it. I would recommend going in with magical shield. You can go in with more heart containers, I guess, if you want to. This is Moldorm. Moldorm are a worm-like enemy. If you've played more recent Zelda games, you'll recognize like Molgera. I think Moldorm are in the past and stuff. They're bosses, I think, in the 3rd dungeon.
I think there's this thing in Skyward Sword like it too.
Yeah, they're a pretty base enemy. I think they always drop a fairy. They drop a key right into the same colored room. So that's a mini boss. We'll see them more commonly later. And there's the key switch.
You're also invincible when you're in the door.
Yeah. Enemies will sometimes swim around you, but you can't. They can hit you, and you actually can't hit them because if you're on the fringes of the screen, you can't actually use any of your weapons. It's a programming.
Only when you walk into the room, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, sometimes on the edge of screens, you can't use boomerangs and stuff. So here are more bombs. You have to get bombs in this dungeon. Bombs are a drop from other enemies. I think Blue Octorok tend to drop them more. And 10th enemy is the bomb.
That was 8th.
That was 10th. We'll find it eventually.
You have to do it without getting hit, right?
Yeah, I believe so. So, another neat thing that occasionally I see people bring up, I don't tend to see people bring it up actually. So, you could see right there, there's so many enemies on the screen that the gameplay slowed down.
Even on the 3DS that happens.
Because it's not a lag. It is an intentional slowdown that the NES games are programmed with.
Oh, yeah, because Mario does that too.
Yeah, it's so if the screen... Metroid does it pretty famously in the Mother Brain levels. What it does is it slows down the gameplay so it doesn't essentially misalign variables, so it knows where you are and everything. So all of the background numbers don't get fucked up, and your game doesn't fuck up.
Yeah, I always wonder why, even on the 3DS it lags.
Yeah, so it's a neat little feature. The Dongo dislikes smoke is the hint here, rumor here.
If you attack him, he kills you.
Yeah, the fireballs attack you.
Yeah. So don't stab the old guy. So that's the hint to how to beat this boss. Is the Dongo dislikes smoke.
Nintendo Switch. I want a Nintendo Switch.
That's a fucking bitch.
I want, cause I
This is another
pre-ordered
Gloria.
it and it got canceled.
I believe Gloria changed to whatever boomerang type you have. So when you have the normal, they'll have the normal, and when you have the magical, they'll have the magical. I don't think they quite have the same
Fucking
range
copycats.
as you do.
What? Oh yeah, they have boomerangs too.
Okay, now I'm gonna start
Yeah,
counting
they have the
enemies.
same.
One.
So yeah,
What?
like they're right there. You can't actually
You know, get the bombs
That-
with the boomerang.
So Dodongo requires you to use bombs.
You have 69 rupees.
Ha!
So Dodongo dislikes smoke, which means put bombs in Dodongo's mouth. So Dodongo has to be facing you. You have to be in the same. He'll eat them. He'll play a little animation. He was facing the back that time. I believe he only needs 2 bombs to die in this one. In later places, I believe you can put a bomb in his mouth and then stab him. In this one, you actually can't. So just take the heart container. I'll switch back to my boomerang just in case. Because I don't like having the bombs out because you accidentally release them much. You have a capacity for only 8 bombs in the beginning. You can upgrade this later on twice in the dungeons. And that's their second part of the Triforce of Wisdom. So we are 1/4 of the way there.
1/4 of wokeness.
So that's the end of this part. In our next part, we will cover a few things in Hyrule before we go to the 3rd dungeon. So I'll see you guys in the next part.